What's up, nerds? So now we're going to look at what if we have some text that is just a bunch of it, that is multiple lines. How would we handle this? So one of the first things that we can do is basically kind of align how it looks. So you see how it's kind of jumbled here? We could basically center it by adding a new modifier. So we could hit dot right here and then start typing in multi-line text alignment. And then if I hit dot again and I hit center, you'll notice that the text over here, all that big gibberish is now centered, even though it's a multi-line text. So that's one way how we can change it. We could also pick a different modifier, like a different option for the modifier by saying dot, and then we could make it say trailing aligned. And now if you look at the text, it's aligned now to the right, trailing. So another option of something that we could do is basically we could limit the amount of lines that we're actually showing on the screen. So let's get rid of this modifier for now. And when the preview loads, we'll start by adding a new modifier. So we'll start by saying dot and we'll say line limit. And with line limit, we can basically say what's the maximum amount of lines, what's the limit for the amount of lines that this text can have. So for now, let's just do 2. And you'll see that our text get reduced to just 2 lines. So this would be really good if, say, you have some text that it's a bunch of data, right? But you might be showing it on, like, say, a list screen, and you don't want to show all that data at one time. So you just want to show the first 2 lines or so. So you can change the limit here. You can set it to 3, and now you'll see it increase to 3 lines. If you do set it to nil though, there'll basically be no line limit and you'll go back to seeing all that text. So let's set it back to 3. And I'm going to show you one more new modifier that you can use. So this modifier is basically called Truncation, right? Truncation mode. And basically it determines where this tail, you see how you see these dots here? It determines where that tail will be. So if I hit dot here, right? And I say I want the truncation to be in the middle, you'll see that now we see this middle truncated right here. If I was to change it and then say, change it back to tail, I'll give it a sec, you'll see that now the tail is truncated. So now we've basically learned 3 new modifiers today. So we've learned how to use multi-line text alignment, and we've also learned how to use the line limit modifier to limit the amount of text that we show on screen. Also, we've messed with using dot truncation. Yeah. So today we've worked with using the line limit modifier as well as the dot truncation mode modifier, where we can limit the amount of text on screen, as well as for the truncation one now, basically determine where in the text will that text be truncated. So if you like this, expect some more awesome tutorials on how we can, some great modifiers that we can use with text to make our life much easier as iOS developers. All right.